Whenever you mention Thaddeus Stevens in today's age of technology, anytime you type in Thaddeus Stevens, there's one name that will come up almost every time, and that is Mr. Ross Hetrick, who is the founder and president of the Thaddeus Stevens Society. And every time we do anything with the college to recognize the man Thaddeus Stevens, we always have to keep Ross in mind, and does a good job to keep the legacy of what Thaddeus Stevens was all about up front. So this time, Mr. Ross Hetrick.
Sure. I'll make this as brief as possible so we can get out of the rain and to the dinner. There's a couple, first off, I just want to show you, I got my Thaddeus Stevens clothes on today. I got Thaddeus Stevens jacket, and also just got this yesterday. This is Thaddeus Stevens sweatshirt from the Thaddeus Stevens School in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, where I was taking the Gospel of Thaddeus Stevens yesterday to them, to 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, which is a real challenge. Anyway, a couple of announcements before I present an award. One, we are having extra people come to the dinner tonight, and I've been asked to say that people should get up there as quick as possible and be seated and get served, because there's going to be a lot of people, and the restaurant is also anticipating its regular crowd, so that's something that they've asked us to do. Another thing is that, just a second. This is the 150th anniversary of the Civil War, and it would be our best opportunity to gain approval of a U.S. postage stamp honoring Thaddeus Stevens. And this is not a matter of raising money, it's about education and some civic activism. It's easy to demonstrate to the post office that Stevens deserves this tribute, but the post office must also be convinced that they'll be able to sell the millions of stamps printed for a first-class commemorative issue. It takes thousands of people from all across the country who will write to Washington and say so. So if you'd like to help us on this effort, we'd like to take your name, telephone number, and such. And if you'd like to, after this ceremony, see me or Don Gallagher, who's right over there in the green jacket. And so maybe we could actually have him on a stamp in the future. Also, the Lancaster County Historical Society hopes to soon schedule a work day for volunteers inside the Stephen Smith Historic Site at the Convention Center. You don't have to have any special skills, just be able to clean up. We need to make it more presentable to the public and ready the area for some interpretive displays that are being planned. If you'd like to volunteer for this, also see me and Don over there. And I also think Thomas Ryan's around, and he wouldn't mind getting volunteers for that either. So, on to the award. As it's already been said, this cemetery has been in bad shape in the past. I remember coming here in the 1980s and just thinking, wow, this is pretty terrible for such a great man. Because I really came up here to Lancaster thinking this was going to be like Thaddeus Stevens land. You know, you would have all sorts of museums and such like that dedicated to him. And then I just found an overgrown cemetery. But it is much better shape now, and a lot of that is due to the efforts of the Shreiner Concord Cemetery Foundation. And every year, okay, can you hold that? Every year, the Thaddeus Stevens Society gives an award to a person or organization which has done the most to promote the memory of Thaddeus Stevens. And this year it goes to the Shreiner Concord Cemetery Foundation, and we give them this plaque, and it says, for outstanding efforts to increase awareness of the greatness of Thaddeus Stevens, Thaddeus Stevens Society, April 1st, 2011. So, I'd like to come up and accept this. Who's accepting this award from the Cemetery Foundation?
Go ahead, Randy.
Okay.
I thought Mike was still here.
Oh, he's already left? Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. And that's all I have to say today. Thank you very much. Oops, better give you this back. Yeah.
Thank you very much. And again, it is a true honor to see the transformation of this cemetery, to honor the man we're here to honor today.